The song Who It's About, has that person tried to make amends with you and apologize?
Yeah.
Have you accepted their apology?
I have.
Sure.
For me, I had to,
Right.
I had to let it go for me. But the apology came with, can we get back? And I was just like, yeah, no, I can just accept the apology. But yeah, it was too painful.
Did they know right away it was about them?
A few people thought it was about them.
It's great. There was a few people that thought it was about them.
A few people was like, I know I got a message from someone who was just like, I'm so sorry I heard your album. I'm so sorry for what I did. I was like, what?
Actually, you're song number 4. But
you're not even, you didn't even make the cut.
Ouch.
You might be deluxe, maybe, but not even that. Oof. If that.
Oh,
You did not make it.
You didn't make the cut. Sorry.
No.
I know you thought you were that special. You're not that special.
You're not one of them. Yeah.
I love the vulnerability.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to go over almost every single song and just talk about it, because it is rare that we're coming across music that is truly rooted in your life experience. So we're going to listen to it with just a different set of ears now.
And at first I was like, is it too personal? Are people not going to connect?
Sure.
And I'm just surprised how many, even men, are like, I broke someone's heart, and when I heard this, I feel like I need to reach out to that person.
Ooh.
Yeah, like a lot. I had a lot of that from cousins, friends. They're like, "Ooh, yeah, I need to reach out to such and such," and yeah.
I mean, that's the power of music. It's therapeutic for you, but it's also therapeutic for, listeners and people who are just listening to your music.
And I'm
that's
learning that when
extremely
you're
powerful.
true to yourself, that's when the real power comes. When you really are, and there's no gimmicks or whatever.
That's right.
When you are, nobody can be you or have your experience. So the minute you realize that, I don't know, it's just some, like you said, there's something liberating about just being myself throughout. The way I dress, the way just everything in my life.
Even your conversations, the depth to it, and very intentional. There's purpose, right? I mean, even when you're talking with Ebro and you just shared, you were being so honest about what you've experienced in your life, going through self-harm.
Yeah.
Were you nervous to share that?
I knew at one point I was going to try and talk about it.
Really?
Yeah, but I didn't know how. I don't plan things; it just kind of comes out,
Sure.
and my team are really nervous about that. Every time I have an interview, they're like, "Oh God, what is she gonna say now?" And if it was down to them, they would rather me just talk about the music. But I'm like, I can't talk about the music and not talk about that, because the music came from that.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, no matter how much I trend, and with every interview I've been doing, I've been trending for one thing or another. With the Joe Budden one, with the Ebro one, there's been something that, internet has just taken out of context, and they've just trying to run with this narrative. Like I was saying, the Joe Budden one, like, who is she talking about? And I'm like,
about the relationship.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's not the who, it's what.
Right.
Yeah,
and what
like
you went through.
Yeah, and that was what's important. So for me, I made a conscious decision that when I'm going on the road with this project, I'm going to be so honest and open, because again, I have nothing to lose. I'm not doing this to trend. I'm not saying things to just be controversial. It's the truth.
That's right. And I actually think it's more you're connecting on a different level.
I hope so.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I mean, sharing self-harm or those experiences, millions of people are going through that. And they might feel like they don't have a voice or nobody experienced it. They look at you, you're successful, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're flying all over the world. They don't realize you too might feel pain, that you're going through a hard time, and coping methods that maybe you would have never shared previously. For someone who's experiencing that, what advice would you give them to hopefully get them past that or get them through it? What helped you?
Definitely therapy, but therapy can be expensive.
Of course.
But one of my friends actually became my therapist, and I found somebody that I could confide in. They didn't get tired after 1 week or 1 month. You know, like me crying and talking about the same thing, and your friends be like, yo, get over it. He's moved on. 6 months, I'm still 8 months, and they're listening. That's all they did was listen. And I think my advice would be, or my prayer would be, for you to find that one person that you can just vent to. The more you, and don't be afraid to talk about the same thing over and over and over until you get it out of your system.
That's right.
Yeah, because it probably took you a few months to really fall in love. So you have to give yourself that grace to fall out of it. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be mad that, you know, I don't know, that's happening to you. Like you said, a lot of people are going through this, and you probably feel like you are alone because your experience is yours.
Did you feel alone?
Yeah, even though everybody's saying, like, you know, people are going through it, it's like, I don't want to hear that at the time. It was just so real. So it was so harsh. I tell you, the hardest part was, I had another friend who was going through, they had a terminal illness. But she felt more sorry for me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she was, and I felt so bad always trying to talk about my issue. And she was just like, listen, I have medication. What do you have? Like, and it was hard for me. It was hard for me to process, like, when you're going through heartbreak, it's tough. It's like a disease too. It's like something for some people, it's as bad as. And for me at that point, it was really, really tough. Like, we were both our
you and your friend.
Yeah, we were both shoulder to cry. So she would cry about her situation and I would cry about mine. But I always just feel like I'm crying about. And she also told me that it may seem like it's just heartbreak, but it's also trauma from that I never dealt with.
That's right.
You know, as a child or as a girl, like, you know, just different things that happened in my childhood.
Did you feel like at a moment it was all kind of, you're being cornered in and you just had to deal with it now?
Yeah, I just felt like I'd hit
the
bottom, and and something was kept on pressing me down. Like I couldn't. It almost felt like a spiritual thing.
Really?
Yeah, I say that as well. It felt like an attack. Like, it felt, I didn't want to come out of my room. Even when it was daylight, I would close the curtains. I didn't want to. There was so many things that the only thing that would get me out was my son. If, you know, when he comes back from school, and me go and pick him up. But it was so hard because I'm putting on this.
Yeah, you have to put on.
Yeah, but he knew.
Really?
Yeah.
Has he ever talked to you about, like, Mom, I know you were going through a hard time?
Yeah, he was just like, Mom, someone's gonna love you. Yeah, and I never spoke about it, but he knew. He knew that. Yeah, he knew.
What point was that everything was kind of caving in, and you're like, I need to make a difference. This is it.
I think that was just one night. Several nights, but one in particular, I think I was just in my bed on my knees, and I just said, God, I can't see the tunnel, the light at the tunnel, but if every day I can do something that I didn't do the day before, if you can help me. So if it's today, I'm going to take a walk.
That's right.
Tomorrow, I'm going to try and eat 3 times or try and have breakfast, or I'm going to do a different nail color. Every day I was like, let me just do something.
Just one new thing.
Yeah, something. Just something. Something little, nothing groundbreaking. And then eventually I was just thanking God every day, like, he's gonna get me through.
Wow. And what time frame was this, that all this was happening for you?
It was
like 3 years, 4 years, like how many years ago? Or it could have been months.
I would say the whole, I was in a dark place for a couple of years.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was able to manage.
But
I was
that's
able to function.
Right.
Yeah.
But here you are disguising while you're going through a difficult time when
Yeah,
really you just
doing
want to...
shows, doing whatever, like, you know, still working, still functioning. But
Yeah.
now I'm enjoying coming on the radio. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
traveling. I'm enjoying being on a plane. I'm enjoying like just...
And when did that shift happen? When you realized...
I would say towards the end of the project, which is about last year.
Okay, so this project is happening in real time with where you're at.
Yeah, I'm writing like that 10% record. I'm writing it as it's happening. Yeah, it was really when I started playing it for other people and then just seeing how they're connecting to it. And I'm just like, then it just dawned on me that I'm healing.
That's right.
Because I'm able to play it and just see your reaction and just, I don't know. I just started realizing that, wow, today I'm actually happy.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, wow.
I'm
I'm getting there. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to cut my hair.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they always say women go through that phase where you just change your hair.
You can tell a whole
my waiting to exhale.
I remember from dyeing my hair different colors.
Really?
Like, we took it out. Yeah, I mean, I feel like in general, a lot of time. Oh yeah, you could tell. Like if I look at all my old photos based on my hair color, I've had pink, purple, you name it. I know where I was in my life at that moment. Oh yeah. But that's part of it, right?
Yeah,
we're trying to find ways to express ourselves.
Yeah.
To make us feel comfortable in an uncomfortable place.
Yeah.
You know? So we're doing what we can.
Yeah, I was definitely, but I'm in a good space and it feels good, and that's why I'm scared because I don't.
You don't want to lose this.
No,
you worked too hard to get here.
I did, and everybody around me worked hard to get me here.
Really?
Yeah, just being patient with me, praying for me. God pulling me through. It's scary for me to think that I could. No, I can't.
You can't.
Yeah.
Do you have reminders of, like, that's a place I'm never going to go to? Like, how I just mentioned, I see photos of myself and I know where I was at.
Yeah.
Do you have reminders that keep you on track? Like, nope, we're not going there.
There are places before that if I'd gone, I'd be like, this restaurant, I remember when we came. But I can go there now. I'm good.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's how I know I'm really getting to the end of the... I'll go and I'll be like, I remember it, but it's not traumatic.
Have you ran into anybody, like an ex, somebody you dealt with that broke your heart, that devastated you, and you felt nothing yet? Or we haven't been there yet?
No, yes.
You have?
I feel disgusted. I said they're like lizards to me now.
But you've seen them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a couple.
And they're lizards now.
They're like, they have horns. I see horns. They're devils. No, I feel nothing towards no one.
Oh, yeah, this is healing.
Yeah, my son is, I see nothing. No.
What does your son think about you? Like, obviously he loves you. He's 10, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned that. Does he want you to have more kids? Or does he like...
He does. He wants siblings. Oh. He really does.
Are you open to the idea?
I've talked about it. I've also, this maybe TMI, but I did egg freezing.
Oh, that's great.
Right?
That's wonderful. Yeah, so you can make the decisions on your terms. Absolutely. Thank goodness for science.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely.
And I they're going to bash me for it.
But why?
I don't know. They think you're playing God by doing it. But I'm like, but God forbid, if you have cancer, you're not going to get treatment for it. Are you not playing God then? Like,
right. Well, but it's also like your decision.
Yeah, and I feel like as a woman in my 40s, I wanted to freeze my eggs when they were still very, very healthy.
Right.
And I advise people to do that.
Especially if you have the resources and access to do it, and if that's something you want to do.
And I want to fight for it to be more affordable. I don't think that should be a premium.
Of course.
I think women... The way when you turn 30 and you get a free Pap smear, I feel like we should be given that. Because men, they can reproduce till 90 or whatever, but we have a limited egg reserve. Yeah. And a lot of women don't know this.
Right.
Like a friend of mine who just turned 40 just found out that she can't anymore. because sometimes you might have finished at 35. Right. Some people can, we don't know.
Right.
And we're not talking about it enough.
Agree.
Another person that I know got cancer and she had to go through chemo, but she had already saved her eggs.
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful,
See?
right?
That's right.
So I did mine.
I think that's amazing.
So I'm just waiting to,
And it gives you the freedom to take your time if you decide to, explore that in a relationship or not, or whatever it is. But you now can make this decision without a time ticking.
Right. Or
without
this
scared. Pressure.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, but I need to, if I don't get pregnant, but.
And you may not do anything with it.
Exactly.
But that's still the freedom to know
the insurance that it's there.
That's it.
Yeah. The insurance. I did. And I do want.
Yeah.
But, I want to do it the right way, obviously. But like you said, the assurance is there that I have something.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just don't know where you're going to be in a couple of years. And just to be able to make that decision, like think about how, I like to make decisions for myself. What I'm going to eat today? What I'm going to do? I don't like being constrained, right? And I just think it's amazing that if that is something you decide to do, you now have that assurance that you can.
Yeah, there's so much pressure on us as women.
All the time.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
It's not fair. I was just having this conversation with Katrina, how much harder it is. Like, the lack of love resources that are given to women's health.
Yes.
In general.
Especially in third world countries, it's even worse. Like it's so expensive, the egg freezing thing that I did. Like it's only a certain percentage of people. There's no health insurance. There's nothing, and it's just so.
It's so unfair especially as you get older.
Yeah,
and you look and you're just like, this is so unfair. How did we get the short end of the stick in everything?
In everything,
and